Konnichiwa, my friends. So I am still on the search of making the perfect cup of matcha green tea. All I need is a whisk now and the bamboo spoon. I got this Organic Wise matcha green tea powder. And I've done a little bit of research on green tea. They have a lot of steps that they go through while they're preparing it. Now, I know you probably expected me to be making some tea, but as I said, I don't have everything. So, I know, computer screen. But the link to this recipe will be in the description below, as well as the link to buying the matcha green tea powder from Organic Wise. But today's review on green tea, we are going to make a matcha tea cake, except for I don't have a cake pan, so it's going to be kind of a pound cake. So this recipe is on food.com. The link to it will be in the description below. It takes about 45 minutes to cook, and well, hopefully I have enough time to do this for my class tonight. So, I mean, it's real simple ingredients, and I'm going to set up the camera on a stand and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I have my camera on the stand. I've washed my hands. If you're not familiar with proper food etiquette, you wash your hands with soapy hands with water, and you sing the ABCs, and by the time you're done, your hands are clean. I have a holiday party at school today, and if you're not already aware, I'm going to school to be a medical assistant. And the school I'm going to is the American College for Medical Careers here in Orlando, Florida. And I decided to be weird and make green tea cake without really totally thinking it through about the fact that I don't have a cake pan anymore. So it's going to be in that. So it says to grease the pan with butter. Well, my butter was frozen. You need a total of 1 cup of margarine or butter. I put it in the microwave, so it's a little melted. I know that's kind of icky and gross sounding, but I'm not going to use different butter. I'm just going to use the butter that I'm supposed to. Anyway. So when you're going to melt your butter and you think it's not going to be melted, just soft, you should just take the paper off anyway. So I've washed my hands. So if any of my classmates see this, I really did wash my hands. But all I do is just take the butter, the inside, you could use, I guess, oil. I would say use vegetable oil is probably the safest. If you use like any other specialty oil like olive oil, it might make the flavor taste a little off or nutty or something. Virgin olive oil has actually a really strong flavor to some. I love it, but I've used it in recipes where it said to use vegetable oil and it was not as good. So anyway, okay, so we've greased the pan, we've preheated the oven to 350. We're kind of done with that for the moment. Alrighty, so we need to mix the flour in the green tea. Well, I need to re-wash my hands. Butter's all melted in that other one. So, we're going to mix flour and green tea. So, I actually, because green tea can be clumpy, and I've read in instructions when you're making matcha that they sift it to get all the clumps out. So I'm actually using this really old sifter. And what I need is 2 cups of flour. I am actually using whole wheat flour. Some people say you can't use whole wheat flour the same as you do regular flour, but I've checked on the internet and everything says you can. I use whole wheat flour because it's supposed to be more healthy for you. It's not bleached. It's got complex carbohydrates or something to that jazz. It's supposed to be healthier for you. So anyway, I won't be upset if my classmates don't like it. So we've got, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. 2 cups of wheat flour. The instructions did just say flour. I'm sure you could use rice flour or any type of flour you feel comfortable with. Open up my matcha. I probably didn't peel it enough. Alrighty. We need 2 tablespoons of green tea and tablespoon half. Alrighty. My fingers got green from the matcha. Anyway, matcha is real fine powdery, so that's why I don't think you can just make it without all the proper tools. I don't know how well you can see in there. There happens to be a card in there. And you know, I don't know if you could. I might try this another day. Another product that I had gotten, which was Abundant Greens. It's not green tea, but it does have green tea-ish flavor. Oh, sweet. Okay, so the card inside, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but I'll put this in the description below. Let's see, for a limited time only, join their exclusive Prime membership club at no cost, and you receive free premium quality products such as their top-selling Ceylon cinnamon powder, which Ceylon is the more expensive cinnamon, by the way, and believe it or not, the cheaper cinnamon, you can only eat so much of it and it could make you sick, whereas Ceylon, you can actually consume more of it, and it's a more expensive cinnamon, so it's a really high quality one, which I kind of expect out of a company that does organic. So the link to their VIP club will be in the description below. Anyway, I also have to do a blog post, so I'll try and take a picture of the card too. And a link to the blog will be in there too. Anyway, so back to what we're trying to do here. Sorry, let's see, how much green tea was it again? 2 tablespoons. So I'm leveling it off. You can see it's really fine, ground. So we're just gonna tap 1. Tap 2. That actually looks almost like an ice cream scoop. So you see? Anyway, so we are gonna sift that into this bowl. Alright, we're done sifting. So I don't know if when you're supposed to sift your green tea before using it, if there's a special sifter or not. I'll have to do research on that. Probably when I get other stuff to make matcha tea. Next, in a separate bowl, blend butter, sugar with your hands until fluffy. Yay! Okay, so we're going to move the flour out of the way, and I melted the butter, so it's a big gooey mess. Make sure that even if you think you're just softening it up, just take the paper off. So 2 sticks of butter or preferred margarine equals 1 cup of butter. So let's rewash my hands. This girl washes her hands a lot. Alrighty, so okay. Blend butter and sugar with your hands until fluffy. So we need a cup of sugar. This flour on my way since I don't need it no more. We're just going to use the same measuring cup that we did for the flour. The less mess, the happier I am, the less dishes I gotta do. Mix this a little over the cup. Alright, so 1 cup. There we go, 1 cup. Alrighty. So, butter, sugar, hands. Yay, this will be fun. And because it's so greasy, you might want to just use a spoon instead. I'm going to just start off with this. You definitely want your butter soft. And I'm not sure what they mean by fluffy, but anyway. Alrighty, so I finished mixing it up. I don't know if that looks kind of fluffy to me, so I'm not sure exactly what they meant by fluffy, but okay. Then add green tea and flour mixture little by little. Yeah, I'm gonna just do like a spoonful at a time, sprinkle it, mix it. And as you can see, it goes flowing everywhere. So I really should have picked a bigger bowl. So as you can see, I've switched bowls because this is obviously going to be messier. And this way, you know, when you add flour, it's not going to go fluffing everywhere. So make sure you use a big bowl. And this is obviously going to take a while, so I'm going to stop the camera and I'll start it up when I've got this all mixed. When you're done with this part, you'll add the eggs. So anyway, see you in a moment. Okay, so for the most part, I have it mixed. I mean, you can see it looks really dry, crumbly. So I mean, I've never made this recipe before. So whether this is the way it should be, I don't know. But my classmates will be the one that pays the price if this is wrong, right? Well, and me, because I'll eat it. Most people don't eat something because it's green. Alrighty, so 4 eggs. Rinse off my hands real quick. It doesn't say whether they have to be large. There's this store called Save-A-Lot. You can buy, I think it's 2 dozen eggs for $4.79. Whereas most stores will sell you a dozen for $3. They may be a bit small, but the recipe didn't say how big they had to be. I'm thinking for a cake, if this is still kind of too dry, might want to add an extra egg. So, alrighty, and mix. And we'll be back when this is done being mixed. Okay, so that didn't really take long. And you can see this is really actually kind of moist. And cake batter doesn't need to be runny. I mean, it matters from, you know, whatever you're following, I guess. Anyway, it says to blend till smooth, and this is definitely smooth. So we're gonna pour the dough into the mold and bake for about 35 minutes. So the recipe says 45 minutes, so it probably took about 15 minutes to get to this point. If you have any, I can't even think of what it's called, but if you could do this automated, do it. I bet it would come out so much faster. It would take less than 15 minutes, but definitely by hand, it's 15 minutes. So we're just gonna spoon this in. Sorry, I have a small kitchen and not a lot of room. And you would have a better view if I wasn't doing this always by myself, but maybe I'll be able to review something that can help with that. Anyway, so spooning it in. Spark clock. Took me maybe 30 minutes, but that includes probably getting everything together as well. I mean, the mixing and everything might take 15 minutes, maybe less. So anyway, and I know there's raw eggs. I've been eating raw eggs since I was 6. I know it's green, but I still want to lick the batter. I don't care how old you are. I just turned 39, and you still want to lick the spoon in the batter, regardless of the eggs. And I wanted to do that before I put the eggs in, but that would be a really big food no-no when it's your family. It may sound gross, but it's your family. You guys all frickin' share your germs anyway, but when you're doing it for your class and stuff like that, no. So anyway, alrighty, so the bowl is empty. My husband's gonna love seeing those dishes. Not that he does dishes that often. He's been more helpful lately, and I appreciate that. I swear men, when they hit 55, they get weird. So, alrighty. So we're kind of all done with this. Maybe just smooth it out a little. I'm sure that doesn't really matter. I actually like cooking for people, but my husband's not into trying new stuff. So, alrighty. And to be kind of weird and gross, you're gonna watch me lick the spoon. So, actually, we're not gonna do the spoon. Well, I will, but we're gonna just do my finger because my finger's caked in green. So, let's see how well I do this without knowing where the camera is exactly. So, 1, 2, 3. That actually tastes really good. Yeah, it does. I don't care if you don't like green tea. That'll be good. Oh, that was gonna be so good. Anyway, like my video. Don't forget to share, because sharing is caring. And if you tried this recipe, whether you use this brand of matcha or another brand, I want to know. I want to know how well it came out. Show me your pictures. Post your pictures on food.com for the recipe. Anyway, up here, camera. Anyway, sharing is caring, so remember to share. And till next time, because I will probably write my blog post tonight, probably 5 minutes after I upload this video. So you'll know how well this came out. So, till next time, bye.